Hello there. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Melvin back at Actions now. Well, let me set it. I want to share this show today to a group that's just formed on the weekend. Give me a second, please. All right. Let me see. Where should it go? All right. How's the weekend, everyone? Okay, good news. This just received this morning. Malaysia won a silver medal at the Paralympic by this guy. What's his name? John. He's from Sarawak as well. He has won second medal for Malaysia. It's silver, and the first was won last week by Bonnie, also from Sarawak. Congratulations to both of them to make Malaysia very proud. And this is at least some good news. And what's on later today? At 2:30, our new cabinet will be sworn in at the Istana Negara, and we do have a full cabinet, even though there's not of say people remarks on this full cabinet. But nevertheless, we hope this new cabinets will drive us through, because the Prime Minister gave them 100 days to perform. And my question is, who's going to monitor them in 100 days? And what if they fail the 100 days? I hope someone will be monitoring them, because now we're also we'll talk about it. We dare not to monitor, but we will share we see improvements in our life, in our COVID-19's daily so-called cases has improved. Things are better. I think it's a good job then, at least. So good afternoon to all the friends who just joined in, Fabian, Nick, and the rest. And what we're going to talk about today? Well, let me look into the topics. Well, something very serious. It's a shortage of drugs in the hospital. It says here it was reported last 2-3 days ago. Public hospitals across the country are facing critical shortage of medications. That's including those needed to treat serious COVID-19 cases. That is not a good news at all. We face a shortage of medications. And among drugs that reported low on supply are multiple meds used for sedations and muscle relaxations, and pain medications as well. And this has been because these medicines involve or those widely used in intubations or procedures in ICU. So it's always say the sources from the hospital say this is very abnormal. But again, every day we have such high cases that's hovering around the region of 20,000 things. It's definitely, this is expected. But I hope that this will not be prolonged, because we can't afford, because it's a nationwide so-called sudden shortage, right? And they say it's the sudden demand of COVID-19 treatments that has actually caused this. But I guess probably the drugs they have orders, they has not come in to Malaysia yet as fast as they want to, because what I know, in May we have a program called play for Malaysia. At the time in May, the numbers was at 6,700. Today is 20,000 average. So that is, I hope that the medical officers know that you need to anticipate, not as when we have less medicines around, floating around in the market, then we get to start panic, So I hope this will be just temporary, and I hope the KJ will be our new Minister of Health, will do something fast. Well, okay. My second topic is also talk about something related to medicines. Is talking about the vaccination, the vaccines, the effectiveness of vaccines. Today, I have a report here that shows the comparisons between Sinovac and Pfizer. It's found out they are equally effective going against COVID-19. It's a report in New England Journal of Medicines that published a report on Sinovac used in Chile from February to May 2021 on 4.2 million fully vaccinated individuals compared to 5.5 million unvaccinated residents. Sinovac was found to reduce the COVID-19 infection by 65.9%, reduce hospitalizations by 87.5%, and reduce ICU intensive care unit admission by 90.3%. And it reduced death by 86.3%. This is for Sinovac. So those Sinovacs, like my colleagues, has done Sinovac. This is I'm planning to assure you. So you were once so you will say, "Hey, I'm getting Sinovac. It's going to work." It's proven. It's very effective as Pfizer. As for Pfizer trial in Chile, also published in a journal which posted 95% efficacy. Pfizer vaccine effectiveness against COVID-19 was 64%, although it was still 93% effective against hospitalizations and serious illness. Therefore, there's not much of difference between Sinovac and Pfizer vaccines in actual practice. Both are very effective at preventing serious diseases and hospitalizations. So there's a good news for those who have received Sinovac or Pfizer. And for your information, I received none of this. I got AZAC even with Mio. We have AZAC. I have both of us actually have the same dates, same venue when we did our first and second vaccinations. I'll be back with us soon. Sometimes I think on second week. He's still in Japan now. After which he come back, he need to quarantine for himself for at least 7 days. All right. So, someone, what vaccination did you get for yourself? I say I have my AZAC. I'm very happy with it. Regardless of what reports, positive or negative, I say my mental is very strong. I'm happy that I have fully jabbed. I'm proud to show people with the digital certificates that I have. And of course, I have to take care of myself. I have to follow SOP strictly, Sometimes it's not just like people have to remind you. I mean, it's sad that people have to remind you. We have to take care. We have to form this habit, like wearing double face mask, or even with the, I was telling myself last week, if you can remember, I want to try to put on my face shield, but I've yet to try it. But always with double mask. And now I have also bought a mask with 5 layers. Those days I bought 3 layers. I was a bit careful. Last year, the first knockdown, even though the price went up skyrocket high, I managed to buy about 10 boxes. It still lasts me to today, So recently I stocked up another 5 layers. But it's a bit hard in breathing. I still prefer 3 layers with the second top layer, another face mask. But the 5-layer mask, if you do a double, it's a bit hard. I think you have to get used to it. All right. So what else I need to update you? Well, let me see here. Our Prime Minister, Ismail Sabri, has said Klang Valley may move to phase 2 as soon as 89% of the population vaccinated against COVID-19. Yeah, yesterday he has a small ceremony in WTC, Mega Vaccine Center in Kuala Lumpur, because that's the place I was vaccinated, because they reached 1 million dose of AZ. They say that's a possibility that Klang Valley will be moved to the next phase of phase 2 under the national recovery plans. However, as it's yesterday, it said because the cabinet is not sworn in yet, as it will be by today, end of today. He wants the new cabinet to sit in and see how it can move to phase 2 and what are the things need to be imposed. Because it's almost reaching 90%, which is, they call it herd vaccination immunity has achieved. So it's a piece of good news. I hope the new cabinet that's sworn in today work through your midnight oil, see whether Klang Valley folks can move into phase 2, and I hope that I'm able to get back to work as well. I'm working at home, but I miss working in the office, because it's quite a different environment when you work in the office. Because when you able to work office, a lot of industrials is also able to work in office and can actually call each other. Because a lot of times when we call, even big listed company, currently there are a lot of department heads are working at home, and they say that it's inconvenient to pass their handphone to caller and just to communicate through email, and that is a bit tough. We do not get response and all these things. It slow the whole process of communications. So if everyone back to work, there's no way that we can call each other's more able to call each other. That's most important. The settles, so-called our business deal, whatever is outstanding. And for Malaysia, the special committee say almost 62% of adults in Malaysia are fully vaccinated as of yesterday, 29 August. 61.9 to be exact, which is interpret about 14.5, close to 14.5 million adults in Malaysia has been vaccinated, fully vaccinated. So 62%, yes, we cost over 50%, but we hope that by a month or two, it will reach at least 90, if it's not 100. We need to go 100, and I hope those people who are stubborn enough, or stubborn people, please do get vaccinated as well, right? We need you all to cooperate. All right, you know why? Another piece of news, just this morning, not too good news for people in Sabah, because doctors predict Sabah daily COVID-19 infections may hit 6,000 cases by mid-September. This is about 15-16 days from now. Today is 30th. By mid-September, they expect to hit 6,000 cases. For populations like in Sabah, to hit this number is very, very high. All the best on them, because hope there's shortage. There's no shortage of vaccinations, but there could be a shortage of drugs. Just now, the latest report, the deputy CM of Penang said there's high increase of cases could be due to drug shortage. I do not know. They just put that statements out in the paper just now, in the media just now. So in Sabah, there is a sudden increase, which is to say that there's the worst is yet to come. It might reach 6,000. Now the average figure of the last few days is around 3,000. So please take note. All right. So it's all boiled down because we want to open up so-called the industries. We want to get back to normal, our life routines. But yet, if this figures is not controlled, it's keep on increasing, it's not decreasing at all, I believe the government can't have no choice but to have more strict control, and could be a prolong of the lockdown, which we do not wish to have. All right, so everyone, please, we have to play a part. Now, remember last week is like the resorts in Terengganu was ready to get back in business in September. And what you know, there was reported in Malaysia inside intrastate tourism failed to take place, as Malaysians prefer to stay at home right now. Yeah, because last year when it was opened, everyone jammed. I saw a report in the people in the terminal waiting for a ferry to bring them to Langkawi Island was fully packed. And what you know later, in a week or two, Langkawi was declared as an increase again on the cases. So I think we learned, a lot of people learned, and we take it slowly. We will monitor. If things are back into more relaxed and more control, I believe the tourism industry will be back. Please bear for a while. Of course, it's easy for me to say because every second, every minute is money involved. But however, because we as the community, we have learned our lessons. So I guess it's good to take things more slowly, even though it's open. So I hope that, but it will be back soon, I believe, right? I also shared this morning with my colleagues. They say it's not only the hospitalizations. I think the whole leisure industry, retail industries are badly affected, even though we allow them to open now. But we have to open sometimes, soon. We have to build the momentum, the confidence. We have to take straight control of the SOP, not just the business owner, we ourselves as when we visit, when we pay them, we browse, we go through the mall or whatever it is, we have to make sure SOPs are followed. All right. But nevertheless, do not be this so-called depressed over the whole issue. We have to pick up ourselves. We have to start from sometimes somewhere. So we see how the new cabinet, because some say 100 days is long, because very long, because it's 95% are from the old cabinet. They have been reversed for the last 78 months. But okay, let's give them the benefit of doubts, because I hope that they have awakened. They know what to do. Otherwise, they would face the public so-called voice. Our dissatisfactions of them and all these things. I'm sure they do not want it to happen. All right, so that's about today. I'm going to touch about it, and hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is National Day, Hari Merdeka. 64 years of independence and what we have achieved. Well, the last 2-3 years was not very exciting, but let's think of now and the future. We can work it together, I'm sure. All right, Malaysia boleh, whichever way, we still can do it. All right, I will see you tomorrow, and take care, and always stay positive. Bye.